Hi everyone, I'm Farmer Jolly and welcome back to our Let's Play series on Oak Bridge Farm. Now, it feels like it's been forever since we've been on Oak Bridge, but we've got a lot to do. So let's just run up here. We're going to grab the cultivator. I've taken out a cultivating contract on field 17, which we need to check where it actually is, because I haven't looked, and I know it's a big field. Let's, not that one, here. Okay. Right, so how is best to get there? This way, I think. I'm really glad we put that gateway in. That is really useful. Put the flashing lights on and race over to field 17. We're going to set it off on a worker straight away, and we are going to run back and crack on with the baling, which we started in the last episode. Now, I'm not sure when our crop is going to be ready to be harvested, but I'm desperate to be able to start making some TMR for the cattle. Let's just... you can turn the map off. Oh, that gate is open. Perfect. And this should be, yep, field 17 right in front of us. So, AI worker, yep, okay. And start. And that is going to be fine there. So let's fire this up. Now what we were doing is we were going to miss each row just to make it a bit easier. But we are going to have a load of bales. If I remember correctly, I think we've done 10 bales, or 12 bales, sorry. We've only, I think we did 10 on the headlands, and we've done 12 so far. But we should get a lot of hay from this. So, let's crack on and get this field baled up. Well, we are nearly finished with the baling, finally. It has taken ages, but we've got quite a few bales. Now, I did have a quick look as well. Now, the cultivated contract that you can just about see in the distance, just over there. We zoom it there, just in the middle of the screen-ish. That expires at approximately midnight tonight, so when we go from March to April. We are 25% complete, but because it expires, we can't progress to the next month until that's done. Otherwise, we will get no money for it at all, and we will have failed the contract. So we do need to get that done before we can progress, which hopefully it shouldn't take too long. Like I say, it's already done 20 or 26% now, which is good. And I'm trying to work out a good idea for us to make some money. Now I have got an idea. We'll just finish this pass and we'll jump into the map and I'll explain the possible idea. Be interested to see how many bales we've actually got as well once we finish this, because this should hopefully keep the cows and sheep going for a while. I don't think we're going to finish the bale that's in there. No, we're not. So we are going to have a partial bale, but that's okay. So let's lift that up and then we can unload baler and unload the baler early. There we go. So we've got 52 bales from this one field, which is amazing because I think they were quite big bales as well. Yeah, they're 220 centimeter square bales. So if we just stop here for a second, let's jump into the map. So here we can see that our silage is actually worth a lot, and that's just from one silage pit. What I'm wondering is, obviously we need to be able to look after the animals, so we are going to need some silage and we're going to need the hay bales. But we've got field 10 where we can get the things for the animals. We will need straw bales. What I'm wondering is whether we buy another field such as this one or possibly that one, but I think this one's probably going to be a bit better and it's cheaper, or even one of these two or both for the straw, and then this we turn into grass or something that we can use a forage harvester for. One of these. They are going to cost quite a bit of money, but you can see we can do. I wonder if we'd get the straw if we used these. I'll have to look into that, but we can do a variety of crops to get silage and sell the silage for a lot and then start expanding, because some of these fields, I mean, like 15 is nearly 1.5 million pounds. That's over a million. That's at 850. So they are a ridiculous amount of money. So we're going to have to do something quite drastic to get some good money so that we can start buying some bigger fields. I think silage might be the way to go, because we can also change it into the digestate, and I'm not sure what does digestate sell for. Let's have a look. Where's prices here? So I think that's going to be here. That sells for £66, and the silage, which is also down here, That sells for, okay, a lot more than the digestate. So that answers that. So we won't turn it into digestate, but we could turn it into silage. So turning it into silage or making some silage could well be a possibility, but we'll have a think. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. But for now, what we'll do is let's just jump over to the JCB, who is now 30% complete. We'll get this field done, and I will see you once we are in April. Right, so bit of a change of plans. So the worker is still working away in, I think it's field 17, doing the cultivating. It's about 70-ish% done. But I was having a think about what we can do to get some more money, and we own the sawmill, and there's a plot of trees that isn't too expensive. So we are going to try and buy that so that we can start doing some wood production. So I found this contract. It is for a bale wrapping contract, and it pays quite well. So we've leased the equipment, and we're going to wrap all of these bales. So hopefully it won't take too long. I don't know how many bales there are, and I don't know how long this is. There's a lot of bales. Okay, this is going to take quite a bit of time, but let's try and get as many done as we can. We need automatic drop turned on, and we're going to have to see if we can set this as a low cruising speed. And we should be good. So we might have to fill up the bale wrapper, but let's try and get as much of this field done as we possibly can. Right, I believe these are the last two bales that need to be done, which is brilliant because we've only got about an hour left on the contract. So let's just pull up to this one. I'm really hoping that as soon as this is done, we are finished. We're at 98%, and that has taken forever to do this. I really underestimated how many bales we were going to have. 99, I'm really hoping this is the last bale. Please. Contract finished. Oh, brilliant. Right. Let's collect the money. So we've got £45,697 for that and 30,988. That is amazing. I have no idea how many bales we wrapped, but it was a lot. Let's find the JCB. Let's get this all folded up. Let's open the map up. Where are we? We are there, right. Let's take this back to the farm and we can sleep. And then in the next month, I'll show you what the plan is, or which plot of land we are aiming to buy. Because I think doing some forestry work might really help boost our money. So let's get this back to the farm. Right. Let's get this away. Nice and carefully. Doesn't have to be perfect, but as long as it's relatively neat, there we go. And we can turn the engine off. Now, let's find the house and visit that. And is that our sleep trigger? Yes, it is. So let's sleep until 8 in the morning. Perfect. So we've got no more space for the wool pallets, but that's okay. We can sort that. So what I was thinking is we own the sawmill. Now we can do long planks, prefab walls, and wood beams. So planks sell for around 2,574 per 1,000 litres. The planks long are 3,500-ish. The wood beams are about 5,000. But the prefab walls, where are they? There. Can sell for over £9,000, which is amazing. So the plan is, as we own the sawmill, the plan is to utilize that. Now, this plot here, we could afford it, but it's going to take up quite a bit of our money. It's 4.2 acres. Whereas this, again, it's still going to take up a lot of money, but it's a bit smaller. If we visit it, it's still got a really good amount of trees. So we're going to buy this plot of land. Yes. Leaving us with 18,000. Now, we do, I don't know if there's anything. No, there's not. So we do need to get, we're going to go for wood transport. We're probably going to go for this one. Let's just sort the auto loading out. That can come a little bit further up. About that goes to about there. And that is pretty good. So we can't find one. I have tried to find a used one, and I've used this mod, and I've not heard anything back. I did only go for the normal search, but how much is it to finance it? It's £1,000 a month. I'm wondering if we are better to... I don't want to take out a loan. I don't really want to lease it, because leasing it we won't get any money back. Should we finance it? Ooh. Let's have a look. Let's see if there are any contracts that we could... So there are a couple of contracts that we could do. Actually, we need to sell the wool and the goat's milk, so that might... It's going to be close, but that might just give us enough. So, what we'll do, we're going to end the episode there for today, but as always, thank you very much for watching. I really do hope you've enjoyed it. Off screen, I'm going to sell all of the wool and goat's milk so that we've got a bit extra money. And the start of the next episode, we will hopefully buy the log trailer, this one, and then at some point it would be nice to get a skid steer, probably go for this one, and then also the log fork, the stump grinder, and the hydraulic breaker. The stump grinder and the hydraulic breaker would be more useful to us, and then obviously we can look at getting the pallet fork. So I suppose what we could do actually is we could... How much is that? We don't need it straight away, so we could get pay the £800. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Let's see if we can get the dealership to find a skid steer for us. So, as always, thank you very much for watching the episode. I really do hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, if you could hit that like button, it would mean a great deal to me. And likewise, if you've not subscribed to the channel, it would mean a lot if you could subscribe. And hopefully, we'll see you back at it for the next episode. Thanks again for watching, and bye for now.